Hey everyone, Joseph Onesta, Type 2 mentor here. I'm so glad you could join me today. Today is episode 2 of the Medical Gaslighting Series. I've got 4 or 5 of them. I don't know how many. It depends on, how, anyway. So no medical advice here. I'm not a doctor. And even if I were, I couldn't give you medical advice over the internet because you're not my patient. And I don't have patients. I have clients because I'm a clinical hypnotist. So no patients here. Oh, I'm a patient person, of course. But anyway, so medical gaslighting, and I honestly, that is one of those catchphrases that seems to be out there, and I don't know if gaslighting is the best word for it, but there are times when doctors and medical professionals, nurses, anybody really in the medical profession who's licensed, and I put quotes around there because not everybody who works in that field is licensed, but they can all have this kind of skepticism. First skepticism, and of course, I'm working with people who are reversing their type 2 diabetes. So when they go to their doctors, there's some real skepticism. Even though the numbers don't lie, doctors are skeptical. And you know what? Maybe it's all right for them to be a little skeptical. Maybe it's helpful. And and why? Well, the first reason is we're going against the traditional understanding of type 2 diabetes. We're going against it. The idea that it's chronic and progressive doesn't have to be. In fact, the only reason why it has to be chronic and progressive is if you actually do what the standard advice is. But when a person like me, or perhaps you, if you're on this journey, when you show up at your doctor's and your A1C has come down, your fasting blood glucose might be in the normal range, and you're telling your doctor that you are doing this through lifestyle change, or you'll say, lifestyle change. I'm changing my lifestyle. One of the biggest reasons for the skepticism is, and let's be honest about it, how many diets have you started and didn't stick to? Or how many diets did you do for a while, get a result, and then the weight came back? Doctors naturally understand that lifestyle change is difficult for a lot of people, which is why, quite frankly, I work with clients with using clinical hypnosis, coaching. This is why I do it, because it's hard. I've been to these low carb conferences where people are turning their lives around through lifestyle change, but they're doing it mostly with willpower. And it's no wonder that the doctor would be skeptical if you just showed up and said, I'm doing this lifestyle change. The doctor may even be more skeptical if you say, I'm seeing a clinical hypnotist, because the truth is they don't know, they don't understand, and their experience tells them that people don't stick to these things. So while you're happily telling your doctor about all the things, your achievements and all the things that you're doing, the doctor may be sitting there just nodding his or her head and just thinking, well, I wonder how long this is going to last. And they're not going to put a lot of emphasis in it. They're not going to bank on it. Let's put it that way. Simply because it's human nature. And not on their part. Of course, skepticism is natural, but it's human nature. When you make a lifestyle change, it's got to be around for a long time for anybody to believe that it's actually going to happen forever. So they may not be disbelieving you when you're telling them, but they're not going to put a whole lot of stock in what you're telling them later. Is it going to last? So that's a kind of gaslighting, and it's very frustrating, quite frankly. That if they're not listening to you, it's discouraging. Joseph Onesta, Type 2 mentor. Thanks for paying attention. And the next time you see your doctor, if she or he's looking a little skeptical, you know.